What's up, you guys? Today I'm going to do a real quick review on this Trinitarian Bible Society Windsor. This is a really nice Bible. There's the product code and the ISBN for those of you that want to pause it. It's wanting to mess up there. But anyway, there it goes. And then I'll flip this box around so you guys can get a quick look at that. And it just shows you the different ones, the different Windsor Bibles and how they come and all that stuff. So then it shows you down here, it indicates the color or whatever, and then the actual text size, and then the Bible size. It's 7.5 inches by 5 1/4, and the thickness is exactly 1 inch. Trinitarian Bible Society, the publishers of the Holy Scriptures for over 175 years. You guys ought to support them. They're a phenomenal company, and they do great work with the King James Bible. This slipcover, I've never seen a lot of people give this lots of praise, but this thing's really nice, really thick, really strong and durable, and you could stand it up like that on a shelf or whatever, and put this Bible in it, and it fits really thick, really tight. What's up, Kinley? All right, so here we go. Let's do a real quick review on this thing. I want to tell you, I've done a lot of reviews, and I give a lot of praise to most all Bibles that I review. However, for the cost and versus quality, this is by far the absolute best King James Bible on the market for quality and cost. Somebody might want to argue that point, and that's fine if they want to do so. But in my opinion, if you want a King James Bible that's going to give you quality with the cost, this is it. Look at how nice that spine looks. It's very firm. It's very nice. The hubs are slightly raised. Not a lot. You can feel them. I don't know if you can see it. It's more of an indention, but it's got like a little slight hump to it. And all it says is Holy Bible and TBS, which I really like. I really like that smooth look. Not a lot of printing on it. This is a calfskin leather, and it's like they got it over like a stock. It's kind of a stiff, really stiff calfskin leather. It's a paste down lining, but I will say this liner is very thick. This liner, this cover's thick. It's a very thick, if you can see, it's very thick. It's kind of stiff. You're probably wondering why I have this Cambridge Bible here. I'm going to actually show you guys the difference here in this this Windsor and the Cambridge Pitt Minion that I just done a review on. It's got the gilding. It's not art gilded, of course. And look at how smooth it is. It's just a perfect grain. It's a smooth, it's a kind of a stiff Bible, which I like. I mean, I can stand it up like that. I really love this Bible, you guys. It is absolutely incredible. I like a floppy Bible, but then again, I like this too. And I can imagine when this thing gets broke in, it's going to be an absolute honor to carry. Once again, Trinitarian Bible Society makes these. Support them. If you buy King James Bibles, get it from this company. They are phenomenal people. And so anyway, just to move right along, I wanted to show you, this is a hand-sized Bible, okay? Maybe slightly even smaller than hand size. Now, I want to show you guys the comparison, because this is like the popular Bible out there. Everybody loves the Pitt Minion, including me. I use a Pitt Minion every single day for my daily carry, a New King James Goatskin Pitt Minion from Cambridge. But I want to show you something. This is absolutely incredible. It is very close in size. I mean, look at that. It is the slightest of difference. That's not even a full inch in height. And in width, it's not even enough to even account for, in my opinion. I mean, it's It's not. It's just absolutely incredibly close. In fact, the Amazon Basics case that I put this in, that I put my Pit Minion in, I put a highlighter and a Pigma Micron in there with it. Well, I took the highlighter and Pigma Micron out, and this Bible fit in there really, really, really tight. However, it would probably form this yap really well. But anyway, with that being said, no further ado, let's get into this thing just for a moment. It does have 2 ribbon markers, 2 ribbons. They're black, which I'm fine with. I like. I've always said that I'm not a huge ribbon fan. I don't go crazy over ribbons, and a lot of Bible geeks do. If that bothers you, then ribbons are easy to replace. So you open this thing up here, and you got, a couple of stiff pages here, and then you go right to your presentation page. I like this presentation page. It's very, very, very nice. Then you got another stiff blank page, and then you go into this first page here, and it talks about the Bible. Then you go over here to your copyrights and your ISBNs for different ones. This Bible was printed and bound in the Netherlands by Youngblood. And then you'll see here that, it's the King James, basically copyright to Cambridge. They give them their props here, because most of your King James Bibles are going to be a Cambridge style or Oxford. But anyway, another reason that I'm telling you guys about this, because I believe Cambridge and TBS produce the best Bibles out there, King James, for the money and stuff. Of course, your Cambridge Bibles, you can get them in a premium and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. But TBS is making these things very affordable. Now, I'm going to show you guys. This is indeed my favorite King James Bible now. As far as the layout, as far as the size, as far as the font, so on and so forth. There is your epistle dedicatory. Then you go right into your contents here, your books of the Bible, Old Testament, and look at this paper, you guys. It's absolutely beautiful, beautiful paper. Youngblood. This is a Youngblood Bible. Now look at this text. Now that is a text that you can be proud of. It's no references, which I absolutely love. I don't want a Bible with references in it for all the everyday use. I will use a reference when I study. Whenever I am just reading the Bible, or I'm doing, or if I'm preaching or expositorily preaching or whatever, I don't need references and stuff in the way. I don't need italics to hinder me. I don't need things like that in the way. So it is very clean. Look at this. It's line matched, beautiful paper. Let me turn it on in here where it will lay flat, because it will not lay completely flat yet. Let me get in here to the Psalms. Let's just do Psalms for instance. I'm not. I mean, this is all verse by verse, King James Bible. All right, but here's what I want to do. I want to compare this font. Here we go. I'm not even going to worry about really getting to the same psalm, I don't guess. I just want you guys to kind of see here that there is a distinctive difference in these two Bibles as far as readability. There we go. That's good enough. All right. So let me pull this back. Get this to focus. All right. There you go. Now, it is very easy to see. This might be a little bit smaller Bible, but the readability is no comparison. The TBS Westminster destroys the Pit Minion as far as readability. So, with that being said, if I had to choose between which one of these Bibles I was going to purchase to carry it would be this one. It's more readable. It's just as portable, and I guarantee you it will last just as long. It's just a phenomenal product. Now, here's why I will say this is the best King James Bible on the market. But there is some things I'd like to say about that. If you do not like section headings, it's got them up here, Cambridge style. If you do not like section headings, if you like a modern font, and if you don't like self-pronouncing words, and one more thing, if you do not like red letter, because this is not a red letter edition. These are all black letter, which it does not really bother me either way. Some people prefer red letter. So here's your book of Matthew. Let me go back to that. So you can see that there's no red letter here in this Bible whatsoever. It's all black letter. There's no section headings. There's no self-pronouncing. Let me put my hand up here so you can see the size. It's just a perfect size Bible. And one more little feature here. I'm going to take you guys to the back. That's why I got these ribbons here so I can flip right to it. You've got these, the list of words and proper names with the proper pronunciations, and it's got all these in here. So it's basically your self-pronouncing words that would normally be in the text are back here in the back of the Bible. So if you see a word or a name or something and don't know how to pronounce it, you can look it up back here, and it's all in alphabetical order, and it'll show you how to pronounce that name or word. And so that helps out a whole lot with pronouncing names and words and things like that. And then if you go one more section over, you have this a Bible word list. This is basically an archaic word list. It gives you these words that would be in the text, and then it gives you what they might mean, and then it gives you a passage of scripture, what it would mean in our modern language, because there are archaic words in the King James Bible that don't necessarily mean the exact same thing to us today as they did to them. However, I do believe that there was a reason that they chose the word then, and they had a deep meaning for it. So anyway, with that being said, that's pretty much it. I mean, once you get past that, you've got a reading plan, and that's it. There's no maps, and that's something else that I'm thankful for. Every Bible I have has maps in it pretty much, and I just don't never really look at maps. So I think, all in all, for a all-around Bible, if you don't care about red letter, if you don't care about section headings, and if you love a modern font and you do not care about your self-pronouncing words being in the text, the TBS Windsor, I mean, look at this. It is absolutely incredible at how close it is to a Pit Minion. A lot of people are giving the Scholar PSQ praise, or the personal size Canterbury and the PSQ and stuff, and they're beautiful Bibles. They're nice. But for the price of the Calfskin, I could get 2 or 3 of these all day. You can buy these online all day for under $50. So I'm telling you, this is calfskin. This is durable. This is tough. It's a King James in a modern, readable font. It's carryable. It's readable. It's preachable. It's great. I highly recommend it. I say pick up 1 to 10 and love it and use it and pass them out and give God glory for his word. So anyways, look, I want you guys to know that I love you. I always try to say that in every video, and I mean that. I love you. I care for you. I appreciate you for subscribing to my channel. And if you haven't, please do. And share my videos or tell somebody about them. Maybe they want to check this thing out. So I love you guys, and I hope you have a blessed day.